We are recording.
This is a house of learned doctors. You're not a doctor. You're a big, fat, curly-headed fuck.
From Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web, this is the B Team with Cory.
Just kidding. Dude, I thought about just hyping it up there.
Oh, my God.
Like, you know those rap songs? Just, like right in the middle of the song. Boom, go! That's my favorite.
I hate that so much.
I know, so it is the worst thing ever.
Get the whistle.
Get money. Dude, I'm going to start doing that. I'll have to
Oh, my God.
I'll have to come up with a new one every time we do the intro.
Whew. That's what I feel like. I feel like we're the morning zoo crew this morning. What is it, 2:30 in the morning?
At least.
The hell time you got us
feels
out
like,
here?
I mean, it's bright out, so it's early.
Whew.
Now 2:30 is like, that's my bedtime, you know.
What do you got? Something going on? What's happening today? Why are we here so early? Tell the folk.
Well, you man, you got like 8 jobs going on today.
I do. I got stuff.
You got shit happening. You know what I'm saying? You're like, we got to knock this out early.
I got to dial it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get your windage in the elevation.
Click it in.
That's right.
You know what I have? Have some shopping to do.
I do too.
You do?
Hunting season's right around the corner, man. So I'm playing catch up.
I'm going to tell you what to do.
You let me know, please.
I've made shopping easy on you.
Okay. I'm listening.
Get on your computer or your phone.
Probably the computer.
Really?
Yeah. It's just easier to type, you know. I don't like the keyboards. They're you know, if your finger is a millimeter off, it's from typing suck to fuck. Okay.
But you don't have fat fingers anymore.
It doesn't. Well, no, I'm not even talking about that. I don't know what the sensitivity setting is on the phone, but it's just. I'd rather type on a computer, personally.
I'm looking at you and I'm thinking
that I might be.
iPhone 6 or iPhone 10.
No, well, you know what? I was looking at getting them, but I don't know, man. I might upgrade. This is a Samsung though. This is the Note 5.
It's not the X. You don't have the X?
No, I'm not cool enough for that. I mean, I do the X. You know, I'll do it
All day long.
You know, but I don't have it. I'm not that famous. You know,
It's supposed to have like facial recognition and all that stuff.
yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. You know, I don't know.
I don't know how you feel about it. What do you mean?
NSA, man.
Oh my God.
They get a hold of your face.
Cory's Conspiracy Corner.
That's when they start making robots of you. And then all of a sudden, you're wanted by the FBI and you haven't left your couch in a weekend, but yet you just murdered some kind of high dignitary, you know? I'm on to their games, Jim. They already tapped everybody's phones, okay?
You think
Robot Army. That's the next one with this facial stuff.
that somewhere in a basement,
Yeah.
maybe not a basement, someone has put together
Pentagon.
a Cory robot.
No, they
And
can't.
that robot
They
is
haven't
going to
yet.
kill.
Once I get too close to the answers, Jim,
Oh.
that's when it's coming. Next thing you know, you're gonna see me doing some kind of illicit behavior.
You know what you do to get to the answers?
Go to Amazon.
Every time.
Go to Amazon.
Follow the money.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. There's Apple, man. They're at the top. Them and Bill.
Get on your computer or your phone. Enter in the B Team with CoryandJim.com. That will take you to our website.
Yeah.
Go to the bottom of our homepage and click the Amazon banner. Log into your account and shop away. There are no fees or charges to you. You shop as you usually do, but this time you help out your friends at the B Team. Because when you shop using our Amazon banner, the good people at Amazon throw us a few pennies. Work hard, have fun, make history. Amazon.com. Tweaked Audio They're still on the same mission
To keep you tweaked.
to provide audiophiles around the world with high-quality audio products at affordable prices. They have all the most popular colors and styles you can't find just anywhere. They have the mic'd, the unmic'd. They have wood earbuds, metal, sport, Bluetooth, over-the-ear headphones, and all the accessories to keep you tweaked. Go to tweakedaudio.com to get great earbuds. Use discount code BTEAM, that's BTEAM, at checkout and get 33% off all orders. I can one-up you on that. Ready?
Well, because you got the perfect one.
See?
Yeah, if your timing was better, that would have been more believable. Yeah.
Free worldwide shipping, limited lifetime warranty. Tweaked Audio sounds
I'm going to make a promise, too.
better.
I'm going to make a promise to Tweaked Audio and to our listeners. This Xmas, I'm going to get a game system again because it's been a while. I haven't had one in a long time. Years.
Yeah, what's hot right now? What's
I
the
don't even
hottest
know.
game system? You're going to find out, and that's the one you're going to get.
I'm going to get that one. And then I'm going to get some of those mic'd ones. And then I'm gonna let them know how good my shit talking becomes because of the mic'd headset. It's gonna be off the charts. I'm just to let you know now.
What does Jim Carrey say in Cable Guy? Play some game. He names
Mortal
it
Kombat.
with a friend in Vietnam.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's just the best. Underrated movie.
It is,
in my opinion.
Yeah, a couple watches. I think for most people will do you some. If you have a really good sense of humor, the first run through, there's gonna be some parts you're gonna be laughing a lot at. You're welcome. But dude, are you kidding me? When they go to medieval times, hilarious.
Yeah.
The basketball scene. Oh, okay, we're playing Pithenmulth, huh? Phenomenal. What else, man? There's so many
good scenes.
When he gets kicked out for getting the stripper. Spoiler alert. I made scrambies. Yeah. Dude, come on.
Let me use scramby eggs.
He wasn't even the first choice for that.
Who wasn't? Jim?
Yeah.
Who was first choice?
I forget who it was at the time. Let me look it up. Because I know that's true. But.
Samuel L. Jackson. It had to be.
Oh, my God.
He's the first choice.
Get some cable, motherfucker. Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
He doesn't sound like Chris Tucker.
While you're looking that up, let me tell the folks about Video Sticker.
Please do.
It's spelled all wrong. There's no E at the end. It's VIDEOSTICKR. Video Sticker. It makes a great gift more personal. Go to www.videosticker.com and check it out. Buy some and start making your gifts more personal. Check free shipping at checkout and use our code BTEAM for special consideration of some sort. Attach a video sticker to any gift card, or greeting card. On your smartphone, go to the URL on the video sticker or just scan the QR code and enter the unique code. Now you'll be prompted to record a personal message. It can be video, a picture, or text. When the recipient enters that same code, they will be wowed by your video, picture, or text. Video Sticker makes every gift more personal. Isn't that sweet?
It is sweet, actually. Actually, it's pretty cool.
Oh, we have a new sponsor this week. I forgot to tell you about Budweiser. The king of
drink it. God damn, it was good. I'm drinking it right now.
Grab a Budweiser.
Cubs win.
Hey, today is, have you looked that up yet?
For what? No, I'm still working on it, man.
One of us are breathing in the mic. Is that me? Or is that you?
It's probably me. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry to disrupt you.
No, I thought it might have been me.
No, it's me.
I didn't know if I had a whistler.
I get really intense when I Google. It's like one of those things, you know. I never know what answers I'm going to get.
Oh, Cory.
Click that feeling lucky, you know.
We had a contest.
I know we did.
Do you remember what I named the contest? And why?
Contest? Look-alike. It's a look-alike contest.
Well, that's what it is.
Kind of.
But I sexualized it, remember? With innuendo? And I called it Doppelbangers.
That's true. That's right. I remember that. That was a horrible joke. But I'm kidding. I like it. It's cute.
We wanted the listener or viewer to go out and
Yes.
take a look at us and then try to duplicate us. It was like you said, basically a lookalike contest.
Yes.
And we have finalists.
Excuse me.
We
Sorry.
have winners.
We're going to announce.
We went
announce
through.
today. I can't find it. I'm a failure.
I forget what you were even looking up.
Yeah. It's not even important anymore. No. I almost forgot halfway through Googling. What am I doing now?
Are you wearing a Napster hat? What is that?
No.
Oh, that's Mountain Ops?
Yeah.
What is that? Who
They
you
do,
plugging today? Which friend you doing a favor for today?
Nobody.
What?
It's a protein supplements. They do.
Whoa.
They do conservation too. They give away stuff. They donated some stuff to Harvey. Yeah, man. They do a lot of. They donate meals too, though, to like less fortunate.
Great, make me feel like shit.
In addition to
hat. Yep.
No,
I bought this hat and fed 8 families. So yeah, go ahead, make fun of it, fatty.
But anyway.
Your coffee cup looks different today.
Yeah, I went with the Stay Hot foam guy, which it doesn't stay hot. It's a lie, but it's still warm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I decided to go big today. Still the same as the XL though. Like it looks bigger just on its face, but it's not. Same size. I actually had it in the other cup, and then I poured it in here because I don't want to put the sleeve on it. You know.
Yeah.
This you don't need to. So. Pumpkin spice, man. Just the coffee. It's that time of year. Tis the season, and I love fall. So I go straight basic bitch white girl.
Yeah.
You know, pumpkin spice it up. Sprinkle a little bit on there. I'll take it. You know what? Throw some whipped cream on there too.
Plus you have an RBF, so that helps you out.
How dare you? No, I don't. I'm nothing but sunshine and light. For people that don't know what he just said, he said I have a resting bitch face.
Yeah.
I'll punch you in the throat.
So, I guess it's not just a face. I guess it's an attitude.
It is. It's a mindset, Jimmy. You can't get to this without it being up here. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you and I both have drinking problems because, well, not in the traditional sense.
Well, I would say, yeah, it's pretty traditional. Yeah, it's very traditional. We like alcohol, but we shouldn't drink it.
Outside of that one, we like our drinks. I love drinks.
Yeah.
I'd rather drink stuff
like
than eat.
Drink your calories.
Yes. And I love the Pepsi
I like to pee out of my ass. That's what I like to do. I don't like solids. Yeah. I'm with you there. If they had no, we've had this discussion before. If they had Jimmy Chow or Cory Chow, man, that's all I need. That would be great. It'd be fantastic. That takes all the guesswork out of it.
Just
here's
cubes.
What you need to live.
Here's your cube.
I feel good. Let's go do whatever I need to do.
As long as it gave me the energy that I needed.
I'm all about that, man. I can't. For the scientist people, get on it, man, because I'll be your first customer.
Yep.
You got cube food? Just pop this in. That's all I need. Let's get it done.
Yeah, people say, "Oh, that would be boring without the different flavors."
Yep.
Yeah, I don't care. I could use some boring in my life.
That's easy though.
Yeah.
Take out a factor. Hey, what I'm going to eat today? That cube. Right there.
Let me pop that cube.
I'll throw that thing in.
Drink a glass of water, and then I can go
do what I need to do. I don't have to worry about where do I go eat? Nope.
No.
Throw a cube in, man. Good to go. Good to go.
Got some cubes here in the.
I feel like they would be soft though.
Yeah.
Not like ice cubes. Maybe it's personal preference. Maybe
ice
you can get cube. Today was a good day. You know. That's what I'll say if I have cube food.
You're either SWAT or you're not.
That's LL Cool J.
Oh yeah.
Today's racist moment has been brought to you, man. Yeah, dude.
Quick look at racism. Back to our show.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah. Anyway, we had a contest. We derailed super hard off that.
It's all right.
We had a contest, and we picked our top 3. We had, 7 submissions? One of which had to be eliminated because it was Hannah.
Yeah, my wife did a submission,
But
we're going to make it an honorable mention just because I want people to see it.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm going to be perfectly honest, it's what I had in mind.
It's
when we announced the contest.
Really funny.
I want people to use their own.
Dude, it's good. It is phenomenal. I'm going to talk about it right now. We'll throw it up on the screen. It's your kids.
Yeah.
And it's almost spot on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Lincoln doing you, dude, is the funniest. It's almost you. Like someone shrunk you down.
Yep.
He's standing
Yep.
almost just like
yep.
you. Dude, it's so funny.
And
it's perfect.
With him, they were going to put a Dare shirt on him.
That would have been, that one would have definitely closed the deal for me. I'd have been like, we might have to just, even though it was super,
family.
Super horrendous of us to do it. That one might have won it with the Dare shirt. Oh, would have been perfect. Would have been perfect.
I wasn't there when this was shot, but Grayson, my son who's on the right there, if his hat would have been turned around backwards, I think that would have just.
I wear it.
You do it either way. Yeah, you do.
I wear hats, so that works out. No, dude, it's perfect. That one is super good.
Pretty good.
Super
got the
good.
microphone in there.
Yeah, I know, man. It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
That actually it would have absolutely been my first choice.
That one's good. I would have probably too. If it were like if you just gave me a blanket sheet,
yeah,
and I didn't know anything about some of the submissions, I'm like, that's got to be the winner probably. But anyway, we need to throw all of these on there though, because they're good. Like all of the submissions were good.
You just have I just gave you a one sheet of the very best of the best.
Oh, I didn't even get them all?
No.
What a dick, man.
No.
Well, anyway, we had like the top 7. Like a sheet of the top 7 submissions.
Yeah.
So we had to eliminate 4.
Why do I have 9?
You have what?
Oh, there was
They're doubles.
They're doubles. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so you got our honorable mention. Mm-hmm. So let's go on to our champions.
All right. Well, we're going to start at 3. Mm-hmm. And this one, which I don't know if we can time it up. This photo, the next photo you'll see. It's 2 folks wearing white tank tops, looking at the ocean, wearing inner tubes. Now, I think the reason why this is hilarious
tell me.
Is due to the body type.
Yeah. Oh.
And the fact that the shorter person is definitely a woman. It's definitely a female.
Yeah.
Which I thought it's funny that adds a little extra something to it.
Yeah.
But because of that, I felt that it should have been 3rd. But a phenomenal submission nonetheless.
I think the hat gives it away that it's a female more than anything because there's not a lot of shape there. I wouldn't call that a womanly figure.
That's true. I will give you that. But if you had no hat on there, I would have called female, I think, right off the rip.
Really? What? Okay, tell me. Is it
I don't know.
The calves?
It's a little bit of the calf back into the hamstring connection.
Yeah.
Some of that. And then it's the shoulder slope with some of this happening. Some of that going
there's
on.
Absolutely no.
I don't know why.
Even with the fattest of fat guys,
even
with the fattest of fat guys, you'll see some type of shoulder
usually
definition of something.
There's some broadness
in there, and that's just
there's just stuff
skin.
happening.
Yeah,
some skin and some meat. So yeah, I think because I'm pretty good at playing chick or dude too. It's one of my favorite games.
You are really good.
When you can't quite tell, you got to look for certain features, and you're like, okay, let me. Now there's some that they'll get you though. When you think you got it dead locked in, and then you get closer, and you're like, it's way off. But from a distance, it's tough. Makes it harder. Anyway, so that's 3. Now, 3. And then it got hard. Let me continue.
Wait, what now?
Then let me continue. Okay. The next 2 we were splitting hairs over.
Yep.
Back and forth. And let me tell you something. Number 2, which is going to come up now, I would have to say is the effort put it on this phenomenal, and it's really, really good. Really good. It's a comparison photo of me to Adam Carolla, and
Which
Jim.
to me is like,
There's some similarity. He's got a little bit bigger chin than me,
yeah.
and maybe a longer head. But maybe the eye area looks similar.
Why don't you just say it? Why don't you just say he's Jewier looking? Huh?
Well, because I'm not a huge racist like you. You already said that LL Cool J, a super ripped black guy, looks the exact.
Swatty, you're not.
Looks the exact same as Ice Cube, who's an overweight black dude.
Oh yeah.
And they don't look nothing alike.
That's overweight American.
That's true.
He could suffer
USA.
suffer from the diabetes.
He might. I don't know. You think?
Chances are.
Anyway, and then your photo is a lookalike with Josh Mostel,
Yep.
right? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yep. That one is.
If you haven't seen, he's an actor. He's in the most notable movie that I can name him in is Big Daddy. But he also played in another Sandler movie. He plays the wrestler that sat on that dude's head and killed him. But I don't remember what movie that is.
You're amazing. I don't
movie is
remember.
that?
I don't.
He plays that guy too. But yeah, if you've seen the movie Big Daddy, he plays the social worker that comes to take the kid.
Yeah.
That's who Josh Mostel is. If you're not watching the video, if you're just listening.
Very well-known character actor. Really well.
Yeah, he's been in a ton of movies.
His dad, crazy famous Zero Mostel.
That one got number 2 for us. And let me tell you something. It was close. The only nod, and let me tell you this right now, why that one didn't win is because the winning photo, which is coming up, I'm assuming now.
Right now. Yeah.
Is not only just hilarious because it's just funny, but, I mean, they threw a midget in there, which for me was a done deal.
All day.
That was, to be completely honest, that was my front runner from the beginning. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But look at you. Look at your legs.
Oh, I almost want to be the midget, you know? I think they intended it to be you. Like I would have switched roles. Because you're shorter than me slightly? Not a lot, though. You're a pretty good guy. You have a stash. Not as good as that one.
And?
He's rotund. Damn
it. I'd rather you say fat. Rotund.
What? That's better. It's more polite. No?
Oh, man. It's like I'm in a painting from the 1500s.
Yeah, but that makes you look beautiful and distinguished then. You're a man of power.
He's Rubenesque.
You're a man of power and riches back then. You know?
Yeah. Now I'm just a man of the aforementioned diabetes. So there's our winner.
There it is, man. Yeah, and look at that, dude. The dude's got it's a midget with a handlebar mustache. He's wearing some kind of a stud belt thing on his nips. He's got a leather vest on. I mean, come on. It looks like his right ankle has got a real bad, like, kind of a pronation.
That is not his first day in those shoes. Those are his go-to every day.
Oh, those are all-day kick-arounds for sure. It looks like his ankle's broken, but I'm sure that's just due to the fact that he doesn't really hit the gym too much. You know what I'm saying? He's got some weakness in that ankle.
Is that a wig?
I don't think so. I hope not. Let me put it that way.
Is your guy? Is that
no? That's all natural, dude. Yeah, my guy is just priceless.
It's sporting a decent package.
That's not a joke. What that dude wears that all the time.
Yeah,
guaranteed, guaranteed, man. And that headband, the smell of that thing.
Oh, could you?
Cigarette smoke, sweat,
desperation.
For sure, desperation, and maybe some Cheetos. But like old stale ones, not fresh. That dude's not getting the crunchy fresh ones from the top shelf.
That little dude is drunk all the time, isn't he?
He's definitely drunk
all the time.
He looks like he's about to fist pump or he's pointing at something like, hey, man, there's where all the beer is.
Yeah, somebody wanted to take their picture. Your guy, in typical Cory fashion, is a bit aloof to the situation.
Yeah, he has no idea what's going
on.
No, he just saw something hot over there. Mm-hmm. He's like, what's going on,
Another
lady?
Midget, even though he's got one standing beside him.
He's got best friend locked in, okay, to your left. And then another guy strolling by. He's like, you know what? I could always use 2 best friends.
Yeah.
or upgrade. But how could you get better than what you got there? Because I imagine that's nonstop hilarity all day.
So let's run them through one more time.
All right.
Number three, Jim and Cory at the beach.
Yep.
Number two, Jim as Josh Mostel and Cory as Adam Carolla. Do you know who would have been a better pick? I don't mean to pick this guy. This guy did some work to do the side-by-sides. The guy from, but since you've lost weight, you don't look as much like him. Carl Pilkington from An Idiot Abroad. I always thought resembled you.
You think?
When you were heavier. Because you had a rounder face. Not so much anymore.
Maybe. I don't know. Yep. So there it is.
And number one.
Yes, is the.
So we will be
dynamic duo.
We'll be contacting these folks to get their permission to use their name and everything on air, and seeing what prizes they choose.
Yeah.
Number one's going to get the first choice, and then number two is going to get second choice,
and then
three gets what's left over.
Whatever I didn't want.
I got a feeling whoever's number three, you're probably going to be coming to the studio. I would imagine. Who's going to be
awesome? So yeah, I want to just extend a huge thank you to everybody that submitted.
Oh man, yeah,
stuff. That's super awesome.
Well, people submitted stuff, and people also, like we all do these days, because everybody's busy. When we first announced the contest, I just was hammered with emails and texts and things on our website and through our Facebook page from people saying, "Oh, I'm going to submit it. I'm going to do this," but I guess.
Nothing.
It was really exciting at the beginning.
Well, sure. I mean, people get busy, man, and that's But for the people that did submit stuff, thanks for taking the time. It was awesome. Yeah. Even the ones that didn't even get announced or didn't win brought some epic laughter on my end. Specifically, I'll just do a shout out of one of the Prince photos.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Just spot on there. So that's just somebody that gets my sense of humor.
And there was a photo of the Prince photo was beautiful. And that actually, it kind of did resemble your eyes. I remember that.
Let me see this.
Give you kind of
no. Those are like intense eyes, man. I don't have eyes like that. Those eyes are piercing. That's Prince, man. That dude could look at you, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't know. I've ever been attracted to a man before, but I'm thinking about it. You know?
And if you're a Seinfeld viewer, aficionado.
Okay. Yeah.
There's somebody submitted a photo of me. Well, it's actually my face on George Costanza's body, and it's when he was doing some boudoir photos. He was having some boudoir photos taken, and it's him in just his underwear and socks.
It's a Photoshop job. Beautiful too, by the way.
Yeah,
it's phenomenal.
It's of me. I put up a photo some time ago of me. My wife put a rubber band in my beard.
Yeah, and you hipsterized it.
Yeah, I looked like I was going for some type of douche award or something, and that's the picture they used and photoshopped it on.
Beautiful.
So that was really nice.
Yeah,
well done.
Yeah, so thanks to everybody. It was awesome. Hopefully in the future we can get some more stuff in, and then we can do some more of these, some similar type of contests. Get some more free stuff.
Oh, another
one.
To you. Sorry, I do want to mention one more. There was somebody sent in two guys and a chicken.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Two guys, one chicken.
Two guys, one chicken. Yeah, that one. That one's awesome. And that one too, I liked a lot, just for the simple fact that there's a lot happening in there that I'm sure it was an addition. Well, number one, I'm pretty sure the hat that's on one of the guys in there that's shooting wasn't on her, on that particular character, and the chicken that's added in. Phenomenal.
It's a way inside joke. If you don't listen to the show regularly,
you might not get the chicken thing, but really good. Really good. That one was awesome. I like that one too.
Speaking of chicken thing, well, now that our winners have been announced, I got to tell you about Alvin, a.k.a. Black Bob.
Oh, the new one. The new rooster. Yeah, we've already had our rounds.
Well, he came after me twice yesterday.
Did he?
I had to throw a bucket at him. I threw a 5-gallon bucket at him.
Did he dodge it and come at you?
And what he does, he's sneakier. Because you remember Bob. Bob would just front you right up.
Straight up.
Right up.
Gangsters,
meet you at
of
the
all
car.
time. Yeah. No fucks. He
Yeah.
was like, okay, we're doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of
You're
that.
here? Yeah.
Game
Prepare.
on.
Yeah, prepare. Because you're about to get stabbed.
Hang on, a little technical difficulties. No, dude, the funniest thing about Bob to me was we would be recording. Like, I'd pull in, he'd be doing his thing. And when we were down in the rape cave, it had
Yeah.
that little window that I could see.
Yeah.
Every time he just
Right there, just looking inside.
hit me up with that chicken eye, man. Every time. It was like he knew. He was like, I'm waiting for you to come out of this building. He was like, I'm going to get you.
What is it with those little bastards?
Oh, man. Just angry.
He said, and Black Bob has one girl.
Did
one girl.
he cut you? He cut you up?
No. He came after.
Talon you?
What he does, he's sneaky. That's the point I was getting ready to make. Is he will wait for you to walk away. He'll just
Oh, sure,
he'll be
like a dog.
pecking at the ground,
Like a dog.
pecking at the ground, just kind of being around you, and then you turn around to walk away to go do something.
Sign of weakness. Sign of weakness. He's like, yep, game on. My moment. Time to seize my moment. He knows, man. Animals aren't dumb, dude. They're not stupid.
No.
When it comes to fighting, they know what's up.
Cocks,
Cock in the hen house.
cocker.
Yeah, man.
How
Yeah.
douchey is that?
Nah, it's super douchey. It's one of the douchiest things you could say.
Oh my goodness
Coffee,
gracious.
almost.
So finish your coffee?
Yeah, man. How about the? I am sad about it. I wish I had an equal size cup, just right here, like a backup cup. Hey, get on that.
That's why we need
Somebody.
we need a producer.
Oh, that'd be
somebody
great.
who knows what they're doing in here.
Yeah.
And then we could get what do they call them? People that come in the
Temps.
No,
Interns. There you go.
Go to the college and get an intern or two just for that.
Yeah, because I mean,
I'm not teaching them shit.
yeah, we are. Life lessons. Don't intern at a podcast.
Be an intern.
Unless they're bringing in buku bucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless it's one of those shows that cost like $1 million to produce or something
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've heard of like podcasts like that cost like, the number to me sounds horrendous. Like, I don't know. I'm not, but they're like they're with other umbrella corporations kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So they're a part of something.
Yeah.
But the figure was like, I want to say it was like $20,000 per episode to produce. Now they're more scripted, and there's like, I don't say there's voice acting involved.
Yeah.
So you have some overhead there, but damn, man, that's up there, dude. That's a lot of money for a podcast.
Well, you remember we had Noah Jones in here from Richland Source.
Yeah.
And he was in here picking our brains before and after the show. Oh, what kind of mics? What do you do with those cameras? How do you get sponsors? Remember he was asking all those questions?
Yeah.
Now they have a podcast that looks like a professional show. It's
sure.
a sports, a sports podcast that they do.
Nice.
Now.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. So, and I know they're spending some money.
If it just depends, man. You know what I mean? It depends on what your show is about, I guess. Like, if our show was more specialized in terms of what we talked about, then maybe it might start to do that, because like we might have to do graphics or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But since we're just talking about, we're the Seinfeld of podcasts, it's just a show about nothing. We keep it pretty low key.
Yeah. And our viewership
How dare you.
mirrors that.
Well, it's climbing though.
Here's
Still,
the thing. Here's the thing.
slowly but surely.
I sent you a
Almost
text.
like you said
I wish
ISIS.
I wish I would have saved it as a joke until now, but I already blew the joke when I sent you the text telling you what my brother said.
Oh yes,
My brother, and
super
it's
funny.
true,
I think I still
'cause
have
was
it.
looking
If you want me to read it.
He said that we were talking about viewership and that
Yeah.
sort of thing, and because I was talking about him coming back on and doing some funny stuff with us, and he said, I got a question. He said, how many people you got viewing now? And I don't know. I don't pay attention. We really don't.
We don't have hard numbers
attention to that. But it's not. If you look at like the YouTube views,
and it varies.
And things like that.
It just varies per episode. We average, I think, per episode per views. It's like mid-20s.
Yeah,
depending on who's on.
That's not 20,000.
That's 20 mid-20s. Just
So-
in the like as you count above 19.
So he asked me. He said, "What are you guys doing to promote yourselves?" And then he threw at me because there's a guy who has a show on. It's just him scratching off lottery cards. And he gets like 7,000 hits, 7,000 views per show of just him scratching off lottery cards.
It's weird what people like, man. You know.
Well, they don't like us.
That's because let me say something. You know what? We'll do a segment then of us scratching off some fucking lotto tickets. We'll jack those numbers up, man. Like, here comes the lotto segment. That'd be the only thing people tune into. Like, skip ahead. We'll try to find it in the little scrubber down there at the bottom.
You know how these trolls are. They would send us messages. This is derivative.
There's already a guy that does this.
There's the guy. Here's the link.
I mean, I don't care. I don't.
And his show's good.
You got scratched like stupid idiots. Stupidest. I don't know why I'm
You use
using
pennies.
that tone of voice.
This is a nickel.
No, pennies are great, dude. They got that nice flat edge. So does a nickel.
So,
You know what's the worst? Quarters.
yeah.
Can't trust them.
And then you got to clean them after.
I don't.
If you care about your quarters.
I don't. I do not at all.
But
Nice,
anyway,
pretty
no,
good,
our
too.
viewership's fine. Our listeners are
For
fine.
two non-famous dudes that don't scratch lotto tickets,
Yeah, we're all right.
I mean, we're doing okay, man.
Got sponsors. We got stuff. It's happening.
This is a long game, buddy. This is a long game.
Boy, it really is.
I can tell you something. You knew it wasn't going to blow up overnight, you know?
Nope.
So,
Consistency.
there it is.
Give the people what they want.
Which I'm not sure that we're doing, but
Let us know.
yeah.
Please.
That's why we have the contact us thing, man. If you want to hear stuff, we'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah, get at us. You can get at us through our website. Get on there. Talk to us.
Yeah, it's
Share
on every
ideas.
page of the website, literally. So if you click on it, you can comment anytime you want to.
Yeah, and let me tell you this: if you email
Or
us
Facebook.
or get at us through our website,
Email.
it's almost. Would you say a guarantee that their comments gonna make the show? It's almost a guarantee.
I wouldn't say it's a guarantee, but it depends on what the comment is. If it's really funny,
Yeah, it's got to be funny. If you're gonna
And I
slam us,
see
make it
it.
funny.
then yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, put some effort into it, man.
Yeah, don't
half-ass
You
it.
fat. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's horrible.
Yeah, never.
Horrible.
Yeah.
I want a comparison. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go that road,
Yeah.
give me something good.
Yeah.
It's got to make me laugh. You know, which is not hard to do. Don't get me wrong. I have a pretty good sense of humor, but
Hey, Peter Griffin with a beard.
that's better.
Let's clean it. Yeah.
You're taking steps in the right direction. Okay, you're putting some thought into it. You know what I'm saying? Not just you're fat, man.
Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah, that's dumb. But yeah, how about those Indians, man?
Man.
On a streak.
Getting it done. 21.
22.
22 now.
They just won last night. Last night was a crazy game. Extra innings.
White Knuckler.
Yeah. Bottom of the 10th, two guys on, walk-off single or double for the new guy from the Mets. I don't know his name. I don't follow that much
That's why people don't listen to us.
because they don't have hard enough.
I'll
get the guy's name. Son of a...
We only kind of know what we're talking about.
I know they won.
That's what
the
you need
exact
to know.
thing that I gave you is what happened. They won last night. It was the 10th, bottom of the 10th. Two guys on. There was no outs. The new guy came up, which let me get his name. Josh. Nope, that's not right. Nope. That's not right.
I know you've got the Cleveland Browns pulled up. I know you do.
No, I'm not that terrible. I'm just looking. I'm looking for here's a 41 minutes ago. Let's see. Why it's wrong to attendant shame Cleveland Indians fans. Huh. Why you gotta do it? I don't know why you gotta do it. I don't know.
Because it's funny.
Some guy. I want to
What
read.
New guy from where?
They acquired him in a trade or something, didn't they? Pick him up.
The Indians?
Yeah.
You talking about Ken Stapleton?
I have no idea.
Talking about Harvey Melman?
I don't know. Here, I'm gonna go to the box score from yesterday. That'll have the guy who hit it. I think.
Listeners and viewers, just talk among yourselves. I hope there's somebody in the car with you, or
No.
if you're on a treadmill
Bruce.
at the gym.
Right?
Bruce Banner,
No. Last name's
the Incredible
Bruce.
Hulk.
I think that's it.
If you have-
Jay Bruce. There you go. That's the guy. Jay Bruce up to bat, walk off double, brings in the winning run. Oh, awesome. And because they almost lost, man, Lindor,
Yeah.
the shortstop,
Yeah.
jacked a double, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. In the ninth to score 2 or 1.
I think that was a single.
It was a tying. It was a
Yeah.
tying
Yeah.
RBI, but in the bottom of the ninth,
Yeah.
man, like almost streak over.
I thought it was over. I did. I thought it was over.
That's
But
like watching the World Series, man. Game 7, like they're getting hammered, and then all of a sudden they had that rally,
yeah.
and then they took it into extra. I mean, if they're gonna lose, man,
Yep.
first of all, it's to the Cubs, which it's still a loss, but that's the way you want to see a Game 7 go.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You don't want to see a blowout. That's boring. You know, you want it down to the wire.
There shouldn't have been a Game 7, man. That's what hurts my gut when I talk about it, because we had 3 games.
Yeah, I
So
know.
we were just thinking, okay, even if they don't win,
That's the mindset. That's the
Yeah.
trap about that 3-game lead.
I was trapped.
Man.
I did.
Or the
I-
3-1 lead.
Yeah.
That's what the players think too. Like, oh man, we can give up one. That's like, no,
Yeah.
dude. That's where your manager needs to go in and say, it's 0-0. We lose the next game, we lose the series. That's what I would have said. I'm like, you need to play this next game like it's the only game that your life depends on if you want to win this whole thing. Because you get in that mindset of, oh, we can let one slip. And then you lose that game, now it's 3-2. So you lose the next game, it's tied up and going to game 7. So you start getting in that little pitfall of, fuck, we just blew a 3-1 lead.
It happened fast too.
It does, man. It just spirals like that.
We went from being on top of the world.
Now, the good thing is, though, they're streaking right now, like right at the perfect time, just like last year. So I think they have a good playoff run, got a good shot at getting back to the World Series, and might close the deal this year. You know?
That's exciting stuff.
It'd be cool because now the bad thing now for the Indians is they're the team that hasn't won it the longest.
Yeah.
It was the Cubs, and
Yep.
the Cubs went forever, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's now us. It's now the Indians. So,
What if it were the Indians and Cubs again?
nah, because the Cubs suck this
no,
year.
they do. Yeah.
They won that one.
How do you do that?
I loosely follow baseball. I'm not a huge. I'll go to a baseball game. That's like one thing. Baseball is one of the sports I'd rather go see live. I just think it's more fun, better
Yeah.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
And it's one of those sports that you don't have to 100% pay attention the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can carry on other conversations whilst you're watching the game. If you're not like a diehard people watch it and just zone in on it, which is cool. But that's when I'd rather go live. Hockey live is much better than on TV, if you even like hockey.
I've never been. I've never seen a hockey
Go live.
game. Match? Game.
Game. Yeah. Go live. It's much better. Wear a sweater. It's a little chilly in there. But
Because they're on
hockey's
ice.
Yeah, hockey's a good one, though, that you can have. It's better almost for hockey if you don't sit close, unless you're going to be like right on the boards, because then you can yell shit. You can get really like aggressive.
What do I?
It's awesome.
Who am I yelling at?
Whoever. It's hockey. It doesn't matter. Just start yelling. They're going to fight eventually.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, and that's awesome.
Oh, that's what we're shooting for.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
trying to get people to fight.
Absolutely. 100%.
So you're yelling at one guy, hey,
This guy called you this, and then, whatever.
Oh,
And then
he said your wife's ugly.
something. Whatever. You can yell whatever you
And
want.
that'll cause them to fight, you think?
Maybe. Probably
A
not.
guy up in the stands tells them,
Well, you never know. Maybe NBA. That's your best shot. If you want to be a fan and insight an actual fight, NBA is your game.
yeah.
Because it seems like those dudes are real touchy. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you got to do is mention something about, their wives or something like that, and all of a sudden, they're going to start eyeballing you a little bit. They're going to chill for a second until how aggressive you get with it, and then they're coming in the stands every time. NBA, man. The only people that do it, the only ones that I've seen do it. I'm sure there's been other sports, but
Yeah.
like major events, NBA is the only people I've Ron Artest in particular. Remember, man, when somebody threw like a beer cup at him and it was on, dude. That place erupted. Players going
over
in the
people. He went over people.
Start swinging on a fan. Like, come on, buddy. Woo! It's a rough night. But anyway, man, Indians. Hope they do it. Hope they get there.
How does a team go for, like you said, the Cubs suck this year? How do you go from being champions to being
letdown? They're young too. Okay. So I think when the people talk about like sports teams having experience, or this is with anything in life, anything that somebody's really good at something, and if they're a little bit older and they have experience, you don't tend to have that letdown as much because they understand, I think, what it takes to get to that level and how to maintain that level. Whereas a young guy or younger guys, they don't have the maturity, I think, or that experience level. So they are busting their ass to get there. Once they reach the top, they're like, whew, take a break. Right? We did it. Yeah. Which, for the Cubs, don't get me wrong, they can have an off year because they just destroyed 100-year plus drought of not winning a championship. So they bought themselves some time.
Everybody on that team, every single
Legends
person from
Chicago.
bat boy, from bat boy to manager,
heroes
is going to be in trivia
forever for Chicago, for sure. Well, and just in sports trivia,
right?
Because that's the one that broke the thing. So. Yeah, but I think that's what it is. I think it's just your young guys. They let up. They're like, oh, we did it. And so then that's super common, is to have the team that wins it. They don't typically repeat just because of that. Number one, it's really hard. And number two, they have that letdown of we won it last year. So maybe I'm not going to do that extra rep or whatever because I've already done it. I've already got there, right? So
Babe Ruth, he was a fatty.
Crushing some. That dude was an all-around athlete from baseball, though. Pitched, hit.
Yeah, he did a little everything.
Yeah, good ball player for sure. But yeah, he was not. That dude liked his beer and food, man. But hey, that's what I mean. Baseball, you don't. If you're a hitter in baseball, you can be a little bit, on the plus side. It doesn't matter.
See, that's what I wondered about because you see those guys, baseball players especially. Because they talk about like just 1% of the 1% who try out for baseball are actually good enough to make it. And you see these guys, and they must be phenomenal when they're trying out for a team physically, because it sure seems I see a lot of fat baseball players.
Well, that too, and one thing that doesn't help them is their jerseys. They're puffed out a little bit, so you can't tell how. Some of them look like they're fat, but they're just jacked, man. Like they're just super ripped.
Yeah.
Now, but there are some like
Mo
Vaughn,
padding?
like well, they do now. Like Under Armour or like Nike has a like combat type where they have like it's sport dependent. For like sliding, so they'll have maybe some hip reinforcement, or they'll have for football they have shoulders and rib cage reinforcement.
Okay, because they seem puffy.
So you have that stuff, but. There's some baseball players that you're like, this dude's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
But then you watch him hit, and the dude hits 350 for the season and jacking 40 homers. That's why he's on a baseball team, because he can hit the ball a ton and he has good hand-eye coordination. And they put him on first base. You have to run a lot, or he's a DH. In the AL, he doesn't. His only job is to hit.
Is it harder to be a professional baseball player or a professional football player?
Depends.
What's more demanding?
Initially.
Physically,
football. Yeah. There's no doubt. Mentally, probably baseball, because that's 160 games. So you're on the road pretty much the entire year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of baseball. You have to really love the thing that you do to do it 160 days out of a year and then still have other shit related to it going on, like practice and you basically, it's your entire life. I mean, then that's what you're doing. You're a professional athlete, but look, that's a lot of games. That's double the NBA. And the NBA players are like, the 80 games is a lot of fucking games. So I'd say mentally baseball, but physically for sure football. For sure.
And to be a pro athlete, you got to be a little bit of everything, because you got to figure every new town that they go to play ball in or whatever, or whenever they have a game, I think by contract, they have to talk to the media and that sort of thing.
Usually.
So they're going to have media stuff all day leading up to the game.
Yeah, there's no off. I mean, you go home
Yeah.
and you can sleep, but it's up to you, right? Depends on the people shutting off devices. But yeah, it's a commitment. You're gonna definitely have to talk to reporters, whether in the locker room or wherever. They're gonna be there, the press of some kind. You're always under scrutiny now, camera phones, stuff like that. 100% of the time, like 365, pretty much. And then you're traveling a bunch. Plus, then you got people, man, that just most fans I think get it. But you have the fans that are like super fanatical that will be like either violent or like verbally aggressive towards you just because you play for a different team, which is weird. But
you couldn't get on social media. You couldn't pay much attention to that.
some guys do.
You'd be a strong.
Some guys do.
A stronger
but
person could.
I don't. I think the best way to handle social media, especially if you're famous, is to just not care.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get some really off the wall shit. You're probably gonna get death threats. You're going to get all kinds of shit, man. You will. So just, if you know that going into it, which some guys, they probably claim they do, but then they start getting in, like, verbal battles with people. I
don't understand.
Neither do I, man. I'm like, what is the point of that? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing for you to gain.
No.
The only gain is
wishing he
absolutely. He wants you. That's exactly what he wants.
Yeah.
And you're giving it to him, man. Yeah, for sure.
He's talking to a professional baseball
athlete,
player,
and he's going to gain more notoriety because you're arguing with him.
Yeah.
You're gaining nothing. You look like an asshole, and that's how you're going to be portrayed, unless it's something where the dude's like, I'm going to murder your whole family, and then you respond to that. Then I think you'd be portrayed as more of the, hey, man, you're sticking up for him, but like generally it's not like that. It's like, oh, this guy sucks at basketball or whatever, insert X sport. Yeah. And then that guy's like, oh, yeah, I suck, why don't you try? And then that guy looks like a douche, right? The athlete. This is how it's going to go down.
That would be so.
It's a
funny
no-win game.
If it was just that generic, I'd
suck
become that guy. Yeah.
You're the worst at hockey.
You suck at golf.
Yeah.
Just go around, just hit everybody. You suck at baseball. You suck at hockey. You suck at lacrosse.
That's not going to happen. I can't even. I'm sure there's people get named famous lacrosse players, but I think that sport's going to go on the rise though. Due to the whole football concussion thing. I think lacrosse will be more of a, like, instead of people putting their kids into football, they'll push them towards lacrosse. Not that you can't get a concussion in that sport, but it's not as likely. You know?
Let me tell you something. My house, we're God-fearing Christians. There's not going to be any of that lacrosse going on in my home.
Let me tell you something.
I'm going to tell you right now.
You want me to tell you something? Who played lacrosse? Jim Brown. Go say that to his face. As I thought.
Did he?
Yeah, he got a scholarship to Syracuse.
For lacrosse. Is that a true story?
Swear to God.
You're like a sports guy. You're Bob Costas.
No. No. And I didn't bite that hooker. I know that's Marv Albert. I know. It's just funny. It's Marv Albert. But
I didn't get pink eye from somebody farting on my pillow.
Marv, he's crazy. He's crazy. Yeah, man. Jim Brown, man, lacrosse and football.
That's amazing.
Yeah, little known fact, I think, unless you know him or you're like a super Browns fan, then you'll know that.
And you would have had this was lacrosse like back in the 60s.
Yeah. Well, and I think because I don't know how he came to play the sport, but yeah, he played at Syracuse collegiately, and then also played for the football team. I think he didn't play football first. Like he played lacrosse, and like the football coach saw him. I was like, hey man, you want to play football? I don't know if it went down that way, but I feel like that's how it went down. And then he went play football, obviously, and then he became.
Let's interview Jim Brown.
Get him on.
Let's get him on and just talk about that. Just not even cover
his NFL career.
No,
all right, man, let's talk about lacrosse.
Yeah.
Give me the ins and outs. Yeah. You know? I bet he still follows it.
When you were doing a double cross hatch downfield.
How many dudes did you stick?
Yeah.
Is that a move? Sticking?
Oh, I'm sure. Any of those
be.
Sports that have sticks,
slashing, right, for hockey.
They keep.
That's
you're not allowed.
You can hit people though in hockey and lacrosse.
You can't
hit them in the head, but I've seen dudes get like beast moded in the shoulders. I want to say you might be able to hit him in the pads and the arms. You can't hit him in the head, but people get hit. And that would be to me, if somebody hit me with like a stick in a sport, I would want to fight him. I'm like, I know, even if it was a part of the sport, I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, because you had to put thought into that.
Yeah, for sure. You're doing that on purpose.
Yeah. You throw an elbow at me when we're playing some basketball or something. Name any sport, you know, and you just throw an
like
extra
a dirty
hand
play.
in there. Oops, you know, I got passionate. Yeah, but you have to think about it to swing a stick in somebody's face.
If you're not going for like to knock the ball out of the little whatever that thing is, the little stick net, I'm just, fucking people that play lacrosse hate me right now. But if you're not going for that, you know, like, 'cause you could argue if the dude was trying to hit that and then caught you, okay, whatever, it's part of the game, no big deal. But if you hit me in the face and I don't even have the ball, then clearly that was intentional. Like, you did that for a reason, right? So that's my thing. If it's blatant that you're doing it just to either harm me in some way or incite a fight, like, okay, well, we can fight. Like, just say so, you know. Just this is going to happen now because you just hit me in the face. But
she didn't tell me she was your wife, okay?
Because if that would have changed the game a bit.
I was at the taco stand. She was at the taco stand. Next thing I know, I'm getting hit in the face with a stick.
Craziest thing ever. I mean, I still got my taco, but
if you know what I mean.
Things get passionate, you know? Emotions run high.
In this game.
Does anybody know what we're talking about right now?
Yeah.
Because we've derailed so hard.
With the crochet sticks.
Yeah, there's a gentleman's sport. Crochet. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
I'll take you to the crochet fields any day you want. Put some English. I'll be spinning balls all over that lawn. Yeah. Get the horses involved,
good sound.
too.
That's not
even a part of it, but they could be walking around.
Well, it's just, they play it on horses. It's called something else when they sit on the horses.
Horse crochet.
Pele or something.
Polo.
Ah.
There it is.
There's the one.
That seems like a hard sport.
Polo?
To hit a ball while you're riding a horse with a mallet?
Yeah.
Takes some coordination.
Riding a ton of beast.
I know you've never ridden a horse before. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive.
Let me tell you something.
They're super strong.
And they're big. They're so much bigger
huge.
than you think. You see them from the road. I've seen them my whole life because we've driven through the country.
Yes.
On our way to civilization. We would go through country.
Yeah.
And, you know, you see them.
From a distance.
Yeah, you see them along the
Beautiful.
highway.
They're just running,
They're
muscles rippling in the field.
Sometimes they stand up. You just get a side
always,
view of
always. That iconic horse stand-up picture. Yeah. Yeah, man.
But they don't really look that big.
Then you get up close to them.
Then you stand beside
Monsters,
one.
man.
They will
And they're
stomp your brains out.
All muscle. All muscle.
And crazy twitchy. Insanely twitchy. A fly lands on their ass. I mean, their ass is like 6-7
Yards
feet away.
behind their head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a little fly will land on their butt, and they will just absolutely go berserk.
Yeah, dude. I have to take, I won't ever, if I can, approach a horse even remotely by its ass, because I've seen people get kicked by horses, and none of that looks fun. Not even a little bit. So I always try to angle it towards the front where they can see me. So if they start to rotate, I mean, it's going to be quick, but I'm just going to bolt away because I'm not catching one of those hoofs to the face. Not doing it. Maybe one of these if I'm not expecting it. If he raises up and comes at me from the front like a deer. But that's not their game usually. They're kickers, man.
Yeah.
So if that ass starts swinging towards you, you need to get out of the way.
Have you seen the video where the guy is branding? Well, I didn't even know they still branded him. He's branding one, and it kicks him like in the chest. Do you think
That's
that a real?
horrendous.
Do you think that's real?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Dude,
look
absolutely.
real to me.
I know people that own horses and have like raised them their entire life.
Yeah.
That it's not, if you don't get kicked or stomped on by a horse at one point, that whole myth about horses won't run over a man is a bunch of horse shit, because they'll for sure stomp you.
Yeah.
Especially if you piss them off. But yeah, they say that for sure they get stomped on or hit at some point in time. Because like I took a class on horseback riding in college. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if we ever talked about this or not, but they gave me the twitchiest horse in the bunch, which I thought was bullshit. Because I think that I don't think anybody had any experience with horses, but literally this is what happened. Okay, they gave me this white one, and it looked fine. It was pretty timid, but part of the thing was you have to learn how to take care of them, clean their hooves out and stuff, their shoes. So they tell me, like 2 weeks into this thing, that the one I got just had surgery on its foot. And I'm going to go reach down there to pick up the foot that it had surgery on to clean it out. I'm like, this thing's going to go, it's going to PTSD me and stomp me to death. For sure. Because what you have to do when you're picking up their foot, you have to get next to them and you lean down to lift up their foot, and you have to like put your weight into their shoulder.
To give them something to lean against.
Yeah, so they'll lift their foot up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you mean to tell me you're giving me the twitchiest son of a bitch in here with a bum foot, and now I'm going to start pushing on it.
And just start stabbing
on
it
all angry. Yeah. Start grinding in the bottom of that thing. Yeah. Awesome. When do I start? Yeah. It wasn't so bad though. It didn't kill me. But
how long was that class? Was that a full semester?
It was a quarter at the time, so it was like 10 weeks.
Okay.
10 weeks. It was a cool class. It wasn't that bad. It was during the winter though, man. Let me tell you something that's weird about that. Those barns get super cold, man. And you wouldn't think that they would because they're inside. But man, they get cold as shit. But anyway.
You mean a barn full of horses?
Yeah. Super.
Yeah, you would think they'd put off some heat.
Man. Yeah, no. Cold as shit in those
Maybe
things.
just the barn you were in.
Could be.
I don't know.
But anyway, this thing, it went fine. It didn't kill me. I got to feed it. You know, you always got to do fingers down. Like, there's so many caveats around horses. It's unbelievable.
Yes, there are.
They're so beautiful. They're kind animals. You can't feed them with your hand. They might bite a finger off.
Yeah.
You got to watch out for their ass because they kick you in the head and kill you. That's for sure. And they're just so huge, man. But riding them was awesome. I will say that. Like, not like, you know, we did like a little trail, which was cool. But I got to do, I didn't get to like a full sprint, but I got to do it like just galloping. And it was like the horse felt so much stronger than I expected it to. Like, because you would think of something that's, I'm about 200 pounds, is sitting on your back. That's a lot of weight. It felt like I was nothing to that horse. Like when it decided to like pick up its gait a little bit, I felt like a 3-year-old girl on the back of that. I was like, okay, I understand how strong this animal is right now. If I fall, like pick the strongest athlete you want. Let's say Schwarzenegger back in his day, which isn't the strongest guy alive, but big, strong dude. A horse would stomp him to death. He wouldn't have a prayer. Like, he would not have a prayer. A horse would stomp him to death, and it would be nothing for that thing to do it. So strong. So strong.
All I can think about is how different we are. In college, I had to build space shuttles and shit. You rode horses and played tennis. All I ask you to do is love somebody.
Thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Point 19 Productions, and to our podcast through iTunes or Stitcher. As always, we ask you help support the show by liking, commenting, and sharing our content. For up-to-date information regarding the B Team, head to thebteamwithcoryandjim.com.